Okay, extend your legs out. Could you sit like this for a long time, yeah? But if you sit like this, the hips fall, right? That joint falls and opens. And then slowly walk your foot back. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So that way we get everybody's foot in front of your knees. And sit comfortably, nice and straight. Just relax your legs. Try to let all the tension go. So you might have to reset it a few times to find that. And yeah, relax this large muscle up here. Right? Relax the hip joint. See if you're trying to hold the leg up like this. Okay? So one test is if you sit on the wall or you sit on the high chair, try and just let your legs dangle down. And see if you can just let your legs just dangle down, just hang, right? Or are you kind of fighting to pull them up and hold them up, right? So if you're fighting to hold them up, whatever muscle you're using is going to get tired after a little while, right? But then, why are you doing that? So see if you can sit on a high chair where your legs just fall and just let your legs fall. And it's conditioning, right? We're conditioned that if we feel our legs fall, we have to kind of hold them up in the air, right? But can you just let your legs hang so the joints can open up? And just trust the joints and trust the ligaments and tendons to just be strong enough just to keep the joints from going punk. Right? It's got enough strength, right? It's not like you have a 20-pound weight that's stretching and it's going to rip your joint open. Okay? So you have to retrain your mind to not hold the leg up like this. Okay? So that means even if you're sitting like this, there's a good chance you're kind of doing this. You're creating tension that we don't need. Okay? And then tension is going to translate up to your hip and up to your body. Okay? Like how many of you sit like this? Because you're anxious, right? Or you sit and why are we sitting, right? If we're like this, right? We're not at rest. So, right? So, force yourself to start this way, and see if you can make that a habit until you find yourself when you sit, instead of being like this all the time, that you can start. This becomes a habit. Everybody's like, "Why do you leave your legs out so much?" Right? So you're trying to relax. Then later on, when your legs come in, they'll be relaxed. Okay? Yeah. Okay. But so one of the tests is if you bring your legs here, right? We did this long time ago. So bring your legs under your knees and push your feet into the ground. Right? Press as hard as you can. And it might not be the same as before because we've done so much in between. Okay? Do you feel over here working? Okay, do you feel the knees locked up? Okay, so you might feel the knees locked up, you might not, because we've actually been doing a lot. Okay? But if you put your legs out here, and then you press your legs slowly, press your legs as hard as you can into the ground, what starts to happen? Does it feel the same as doing this? Okay. The legs are extended, so you're pushing away, right? In the angle. So inside because I'm wearing shoes, inside my feet are sliding forward. Right? So you can't lock it down like that. So the joints won't lock down like that. Okay? So by training like this, right, it helps you to unlock your joints and unlock the muscles. Okay? So you want to slowly press your feet into the earth, okay, as much as you can, but relax here, and just push from here. The joints will open up, and just as much as you can press without your feet shooting forward, right? Or the body moving. So you're starting to play that little rubber band game, that little elastic game. Okay? And then, if you do that enough, you practice pressing. When you come here, you're going to start pressing the same way, right? You're not going to drill into the ground. The same way you press here is going to be how you press here, so the knees won't lock. So this is the training, and that should translate to here. So how many of you are still driving? Okay, when you drive, everybody driving automatic? Okay, so when you're driving, right, you're like this, or maybe you're like this. Pay attention to, is the left leg relaxed? Should be relaxed, right? Either out or wherever, because it's not doing anything. Or are you driving with that anticipation, like, oh, you have to brace the whole time? Are you anticipating? Or can you just drive relaxed? Same thing with this leg. Right? This leg is always on the gas. You only need from the ankle, right? You only need the foot pressing. But are you driving where all of this is anticipating, like up, down, or is it just? So when you sit like this, right, and you have that gentle press and relaxing, and then just holding that to stretch the muscle tissue, that's myofascial. We call that myofascial massage. Myofascial massage is the fascia tissue. It's a connective tissue going in, around, and in and out through the muscle. So the way we look at the tight muscle now is not the muscle is tight, it's the fascia that's tight. So if you release the fascia, it's not squeezing the muscle anymore. So this stretch is stretching the fascia. So you have to have that little tension on an elastic rubber band or elastic string, and just hold it there. If you take a rubber band and you just stretch it out and you leave it there, eventually it starts to slack, right? Because whatever bond that's holding that tension starts to release, and then it doesn't go back, right? So if you like carpet. Any of you have new carpets installed in your life? You see the guys, they're kicking, right? If you ever watch them install, they have to kick to stretch the nap. But you know over time, it's going to stretch some more, right? And then it gets loose. Sometimes really bad installations gets really loose. It's never going to tighten up again. So this is what we're doing with the fascia. Just a gentle stretch and holding it there as much as you can from the very tips to the very end, wherever the attachment is, right? You cannot have any locking tension in between. Just want to stretch and then let the joints go. The joints will open up, and that's what we want in the Kung Fu, in the Qigong. We want the joints to be open and loose, and then everything will flow, and the joints will start to align, right? If the joints are tight and they're starting to buckle, right? If you apply that stretch, eventually, over time, it'll just release. The muscles are like, I was going to say kids who are throwing a tantrum, but really, it's like anybody throwing a tantrum, right? Adults throw a tantrum, they're just like kids throwing a tantrum. So when you first try to relax somebody throwing a tantrum who's angry, do they relax? The reaction is they clamp down, right? So you just have to, if you have time and you have patience, then you can wait, and then they can soothe, right? And then it can calm down. But if you don't have time, boom, boom, right? Okay, you're relaxed. They're not relaxed, right? They're just kind of beaten up. But then what happens? Whatever caused that tension comes back again. So this kind of stretching is designed to pull it out and have those bonds, whatever it's creating that tension, release. So then it doesn't come back. That's why if you go in for a massage, you're always going to feel a little bit better, but it's very rare that you can go to a massage one time and, oh, the knot's gone, I feel good, it never came back, right? It's normally, oh yeah, it feels better, but you know, when I woke up the next morning, oh, it came back, but it's okay. And the massage therapist teach you, oh yeah, that's what happens, that's how it is. So we all accept that, right? And just come back next week, just come back next week. So if you get a full body massage, but you have one problem, they're not focusing on the one problem, right? If I focus on the one problem, then it might start to release, but when I stop, it's going to come back. So if you come back soon enough, then it'll release a little bit more, right? And you just have to keep soothing it until it finally lets go. So to get a real complete massage would probably take you like 3 to 4 hours. And you just have to stop after a while. Right? Your body cannot take that continuous. Yeah? You just have to stop. So as much as you can, right? That's the purpose for the constant expansion, the straight posture, relaxing the joints and expanding all the time as much as possible. Right? As much as possible. You're trying to keep the fascia. For everybody, right? Doesn't matter if it's fascia, muscles, tendon, ligaments, right? It just stretch. But for therapists, it makes a difference. Because it's, what am I trying to fix? What am I trying to manipulate? So for you, you're trying to stretch the muscle, but really it's the fascia, it's attachment points from here. Yeah? So if we train for an hour and all you do is keep your foot on the ground, trying to relax but expand, trying to relax but expand, you're training for an hour. So sometimes during the whole time, that's what I'm doing. In between, reset, expand. Okay, so while I'm talking, I'm sinking and pressing my feet outwards so the muscles are expanded. Okay? And then when I add this, and if I come up here, that way, now my body is stretching this way. And if I suspend this from above, my chin will tilt down, pulling my spine out, relax my hip, and my legs are stretching down, my hand is stretching up. My whole body is stretching in every direction. Yeah, from here. So this is a posture too. And it's not like this, it's, my shoulders are down, my elbows are down, and then I'm starting to stretch out, keeping everything intact from here. And then we add these 4 points, right? We talked about. So if I add those 4 points, it makes me sink. Right? So if I come here and I think, okay, I have to activate or think of these 4 points, I can't just be out here. Right? That rounds me, right? That forces me to sink and holds my posture. And then if I add the Mingmen point, remember I started talking about the small of the back? Then that's like that little air compressor, constantly feeding the qi and the energy and the flow of qi and energy into the body. And if I always remember, oh yeah, my lower dantian, that's like turning the battery charger on. Every time I think of the lower dantian, then I'm reminding myself, yeah, I have that little trickle charge going to here. That's where I store it, from here. Okay? So no matter what you do, you can apply all of this to it. It's not just the Tai Chi, not the Qigong, not the Kung Fu. It's anything you do. It's the hula, it's the ballet, right? My granddaughter last night, the dad is saying, hey, you gotta practice, you have a performance, 5-year-old, right? You ever seen 5-year-old ballet? It's the cutest thing. Right? It's like watching Pee-wee football, right? They're all running around, some are digging their nose, some are playing with wood, right? The coach is like, hey, the parents are chanting, the other way. Right? I'm there like, oh, he wants her to stand on one leg. Oh, I want to teach her how to do this, but I know she's not gonna do it right now, right? But wow, if I could teach her to sink into one side, she could do all those moves. Right? If I could teach her to pull her, sink into here, then this leg will bounce up. But she's 5. And she's enjoying practicing at the moment, but we had to fight to get there. And when it's done, she's going to want to play. Okay. All right, so expand, right? Relax, expand. 4 points. Mingmen, lower Tantin, energy center. Yeah. Sun in the chest. Right? Smile. Right? These are all the little reminders. Suspended from above, chin tilts down. Oh, I knew I forgot something. That's okay. All right. So extend your hands and then gently let them fall. Think of those 4 points. Breathe. See if you can bring out the roundness in your frame. So you can practice just trying to activate and flex these muscles a little bit and then let them go. And keep the bottom of your feet flat on the floor, toes reaching into the earth. Open the throat when you breathe. Let the lower belly expand. Relax all the muscles in your face. As you relax the facial muscles and you lose that physical feeling, expression of smiling, you keep the feeling of smiling from inside your chest and from your heart. You think of that little sun, warm and cool. And you start to envision a mountain in front of you. You're looking way out at the mountain. Oh, there's beautiful, beautiful pictures, right? Pictures of Mauna Loa right now. Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea. You can imagine looking at those, the mountain from those pictures that people are taking from the ocean side, and all the way up from the town of Hilo or Kona, all the way up to the slope. You slowly open your eyes, drop your hands to the side. And then bring them up, breathing in, right, as relaxed as possible, keeping the legs extended down into the earth, the top of the head suspended, the front of the 4 joints, aware of them, using the center of your palm and the tip of your middle finger to direct the chi, gathering it in, directing it down through the center of your head, through your spine, through the legs into the earth. One more time. Think way up in the sky. Think deep in your body, deep into the earth. Breathe in from the earth. Drawing the chi up through the bottom of your feet, through the legs. The bottom of your feet should be sinking into the earth the whole time. Relaxed but sinking, rooting, flowing into the earth. Imagine the chi flowing through the bones. Think of a little grain of rice traveling through the bones, through every bone of your body. Coming up from the earth, through the legs, through the knees, the hips, the vertebrae, the rib cage, the shoulder blades, the arms, the fingers. One more time. So imagine the bone marrow being stimulated. Come up from the side. Expand just the fingertip. Breathing in and out. Breathing in as you come out and exhale. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Feel yourself expanding and then collecting, winding up and releasing. expanding and gathering and releasing. One more time. Scooping down and picking up water and filling up your whole body with the cleanest energy. Exhale and squeeze it through. And focus in the bones. Fill up every bone of your body and squeeze that chi through the bones. And focus on ligaments and tendons, that wrapping, twisting, coiling between all the joints. Bring everything back. Relax. Bring the hands to the side, turn them forward, come up. Gently extending, breathing in and out. Right? You hold that frame in the front of the shoulder joints. You'll keep the palms from overextending. Breathe in. Tilt the sternum up, exhale, and down. And in. And out. So you finish the breath, finish the move. As your head is falling, right? No tension in the joints, don't hold on to it. Let it gently pull on your spine all the way down to the tailbone. Use the weight of the head. Okay, number 2, one hand up, one hand down. Okay, remember the mind is on the arm that's lower. Your mind is right in that shoulder, right in that. Okay, so breathe in. Same thing, looking out at the mountain. Just turn as far as you comfortably can. And make sure you're rolling that ball through the forearm, washing the forearm. Breathe in. And exhale when you're ready. Breathe in, looking at the palm. Gently out. Breathe in. And one more time. And last time. Okay, come back to center, right in front of the throat. Okay, before we go on, I forgot. So I want to just review that last movement and talk about the height of your palm. So as I was reviewing different styles that I've learned, I realized at least 2 of them have the same lineup. The Tai Chi doesn't tell you exactly where that lineup is, but my other styles do. And I realized, so my Kung Fu, we were taught second finger, second line, right? The second knuckle, eye level. So if you put that second line right at the height of your eye and you open up your palm, and you put your palm in front of your face, and your nose ends up right here, right? This is in front of your face. That's the height of your palm. That's where it should be. Okay? And I threw myself off because I'll say, look at the fingertips. So I was dropping my hand. If only for health. It doesn't matter too much, but alignment is important. Right? So even for health, it's not going to matter as much, but it's not going to be as precise as before. So this measurement is about as precise. Right? So second finger, second line, eye level. right? So it tells you it's right in front of the face. Yeah, it feels higher than normal, yeah? If you stand here like this, you're blocking your vision. But you're really not blocking your vision, even for martial arts, because you're not supposed to be standing in front of somebody square like this. Yeah. You're gonna lose the fight. You're supposed to be angled. You're supposed to be stepping on the side of them, right? Facing 45 degrees. And then when you do that, your hand can still be here, but your body is turned. You're not gonna block your vision. Okay? The other one is, the other lineup was the palm right in front of your face. So if you play a game with your partner and you try to cover their face, you're gonna find your palm is right in front of their face. By putting your hand right in front of somebody's face, you're blocking your face. Right? So although these were self-defense and martial arts applications, it still applies here. Okay? So when we do this one, okay, look at your palm. Yeah, second finger, second line, eye level. Yeah, the elbow is still down. Now you're looking at the center of your palm. Center of the palm is heart. So the lineup is still all works. Yeah, there's other lineups in there, but it all works. Yeah. So when you come here, yeah, let this fold. Okay. Leave it at height of your face. Second finger, second line, eye level. Okay. And then you're holding this side. So this side just falls as you turn, and then you flex here a little bit. That will create this form. Yeah, it'll just automatically create it for you. Okay. And then you come up, and then it's kind of neutral. And as you come to the other side, right about halfway, you flex it here a little bit, and that'll hold this arm here. Yeah. And you keep this up here. Even though you're looking here, you still imagine you're looking at the mountain. Okay? Yeah, so I just want to put that in. It makes a big difference. Okay? And then of course, as the palms are passing, right, they're rolling down or they're rolling up. So try to feel the heat of that from there. But I wanted to get that line up in. It's a correction, however you want to think of it, alignment. But yeah, palm is height. Yeah? And just let this one fall and hold this muscle. Right? If you hold this muscle, you cannot come out here. You hold this muscle, it'll just keep that nice rounded shape in. Right? If I turn my body here, the arm is actually forward. I turn my body here, that's what it looks like, yeah, from there. It's going out 45 degrees away from there. All right, shoulder blades, let's do the shoulder blades. Okay, so gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. Yeah, on Sunday, my whole right shoulder blade locked up. Oh, only today it feels not quite so bad. That knot went all the way underneath. I told my granddaughter when I picked her up the other day, oh, you know, Gung's all beat up, right? And muscle aches, and it was more than just muscle aches. And she looked at me and said, I'm beat up too. My muscles are all beat up. I said, oh, what happened? Oh, Brady stepped on my finger. Oh, okay. All the way down, then one side. Yeah. So while we're doing this, both legs are still pressing into the earth. And let the body turn, let the waist turn. Especially when you turn and you feel like it's going to pull one leg off of the ground, hold that leg into the earth. Oh, my Pakalana plant, it's so warm, they're still putting out shoots. I might still have one or two buds. I don't think they're going to make it, but you know, it's crazy. Like my main Pakalana vine, right? I'm cutting back all the woody parts, right? It's all died. But even on that one, I've seen new shoots coming out. Oh. Relax and do the other side. I keep getting tempted every day to take pictures like this, and for all my mainland friends, say, oh, this is winter storm in Hawaii. Right? This is bad winter weather this year in Hawaii. Come forward. Yeah, let the body turn, let the head turn. Really listen to that muscle under the shoulder blade. And in front of the shoulders. Okay, relax in two sides. And forward. All the way down. And relax. Okay? Let it go. Yeah, just shake it out. Okay, then slow it down. Okay, so the whole time, right, keeping those legs extended, pressing into the earth. Yeah, keep the joints as light as you can, just rotating the palms. Right, letting them rotate right around from the elbow joint. So the elbow stays in, the forearms make those nice circles. And then slowly turn the waist. When you turn the waist, you can feel the legs moving. Or you should feel the legs moving. And so while the legs are moving, you're still pressing them into the earth. Okay, and this is about the same height. Right? Second finger, second line, eye level. You can do the same height right in front of the face. Okay, and come back to center. Okay, holding the palms and separating. Okay, so right about here, halfway, you're going to feel the two sides. So you just kind of hold that. Right? Don't let that go. And now keep the roundness. Keep the legs extended into the earth. Yeah. Yeah. Feel the legs pressing, pressing. Relax the hips as the legs are pressing. Right? So with a posture like this, the legs are stretching down and the upper body is stretching. Take a deep breath and expand. Release when you're ready. Right? Just holding the front of those shoulders, keeping that roundness. Gently stretching the other side. Release the lumbar. Release the rib cage. Take a deep breath in and expand. And release when you're ready. Elbow comes straight down. Right where the palms pass each other, breathe in. Release when you're ready. Continuous. Just holding the front of all those joints, those four major joints. Okay, so that's the frame of Pung. Right? You're creating the frame to create Pung. Just take your time as you stretch and release. And let the whole lower hand stretch all the way down right in the center. One more time and then we'll do our spirals. So turn the upper palm back. Right? Tuck the elbow in, turn the body. Okay, and the bottom hand washes the outside. Turn, 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 turn. Then lift and fall. Keep everything nice and tight. And then turn. Breathe in. And exhale. Tuck the elbow in. Turn the body. Turn the body. Breathe in. Exhale. It's like wiping something. Breathe in. Exhale, releasing. Tuck the elbow in. Yeah. Yeah, tuck the elbow all the way in. Yeah. There you go. Wrapping and twisting. Breathe in to wind up. And exhale to release. One more time. Breathe in and out. And come back to center. Breathe in and out. Okay. So that move, you want the hand to spiral up, right? And you have to turn the body. Right? So if it's from the bottom, it's like you're scooping something, right? And turn the body. Right? If you don't turn the body, it's just kind of tight and twisting. But if you turn the body, it rises smoothly. And then you lift. You keep this right in front of you, close, and this spins really tight. Right? And turn the body, turn, and hold this. If you don't hold this, and this is going to run away. So you hold this, right? And right at the end, you're winding up again. So you're going to breathe in, right? And then release. So you release, you come back, right? All that tension, you let it go, and you let this elbow come back towards center, right? Tuck it back towards center and turn your waist. Yeah. And then the other hand is going to do what that hand did, right? It's going to scoop, so you have to turn, and it's going to rise, and then lift, and unwind. Right here, it relaxes about halfway, right? Holding the front of the shoulder. And then you start breathing in, start winding up. And then you release it. So you release it, turn your waist, and tuck that elbow back into you. Just let it go. And the other hand will come up, and you have to turn again. Yeah. So it's like two snakes coiling, right? That's your DNA. It's your chromosomes, right? They're coiling, right? The DNA wraps the double helix, right? So it wraps, and then you let it unfold. Yeah. And then there, right? And then when you turn, this one will drill that up. Yeah, you see it coming out? When you turn, it just, yeah. If you just do this, it's okay, but if you turn, well, it just swings it up. Right? And then you lift, and then you turn, it's really tight. And then you put your finger right here, it just spins right, really tight, and then you hold this, and then you tuck this down. You watch pro wrestling? When they give that elbow bomb, that's what that is, right? That's that elbow bomb. Boom, right in the center. So you come here, it's turn, tuck it in. It comes right in the center. And then you catch the other side. So if you want, this can touch. The hands can lightly rub against each other. Yeah. From here, so when you come back, they can lightly rub against each other if you want. Yeah. So you can create that connection. Yeah. Just a light, and create a light little vibration. Yeah. Yes. And when you're learning, sometimes it's nice to do that. It forces you to connect your hands, and it keeps your hands from moving all over the place. It helps you train there. Okay. And I think we'll just end with the walking in place. Oh, my ankles are so tight. I haven't done that so long, pressing them that hard. Okay. All right. So let the legs just rest, and just practice the hands. Let them go all the way. Let the legs, feel the legs resting, sinking, not pressing, not lifting, just resting on the ground. Put your mind in your shoulder blades. With your shoulder blades, pull the syringe up, right? Like pulling a pump, right? Pulling the syringe handle up. And with your shoulder blades, pump it back down. And then let it go. Trying to keep the legs purely resting on the ground, no intention. One more time, shoulder blades. Use your shoulder blades to pull the chi up from the earth. Imagine you drawing the energy up from the earth and drop your shoulder blades and guide the chi back down into the earth. Then let it all go. One more time, shoulder blades, pulling and drawing. Yeah, and then shoulder blades down. Okay, now press both feet into the earth. Relax the bottom of the feet, let the toes sink down. And just feel this muscle, just pressing. Okay, sink to one side, and then begin. Oops. Yeah. You sink to one hip so the other one can float the whole time, and then start transferring. And you have to sink, hold that, now transfer. Yeah, it was funny. If I had taped this on Monday, I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't hold this, the pattern. Oh, my pattern was all over the place with my hands. I'm sure I was really confusing that Monday class. So as long as you commit to this, right, holding in there down, right, then the other leg will just float for the whole movement. Keep the upper body relaxed and upright. And just focusing, just really focusing into that hip joint. Just taking your time transferring. Picking up the knee as high as you comfortably can. And taking your time. And come back to center. Okay, so are any of you, can you feel that? Like if you just, right, first, when you first press, it's this muscle, right? This muscle, and then you start sinking into here, and this side will release. And you have to hold that the whole time. Just hold this, hold this, hold this, hold this, and this is really light, right? And then you start transferring, so this leg presses down, and then you sink into this side. As you sink, this side will release, and you have to hold that the whole time. Hold that the whole time, right? And this leg will just float. So as you learn that, then you go back and say, oh wait, the bottom of the feet should still be relaxed and pressed. So there's so many layers. So when you do standing, it's the same thing. Right? You just have to take some time and just practice to pick up one leg, right? Let this leg press on the ground, right? So my body has to shift, it'll press on the ground. I can just feel it's much more physical, and then sink right into that hip. And commit into that, relax the bottom of my feet, and then this side will just float. And if I keep this here, it'll help to keep everything aligned. If I hold that there. Just holding, now transfer. Just press this leg into the earth. Right? It's just a large movement. And as I transfer it, then I start sinking into this hip. Until I feel this side release. So I don't want to pick up this leg until it just releases from the earth. And if it just releases, I'm ready. It's like being 100% balanced on one side. Right? So I have the best chance of not falling because I'm 100% single weighted. But if I'm not 100% yet and I pick up this leg, then I have to muscle this, and that throws me out of alignment, and I tighten. Now my chances of falling and being unstable start to increase, even if it's just a little bit. But if I can just commit right into here, even if I look like this, if I commit into here, I can straighten out. Yeah? So just take some time. When you have time, just feel that, even walking in place or walking the length of your room or your hallway or whatever it is, yeah? Someplace safe. And then when you get comfortable, you try and do it outside, or you try and do it on something like sand. You go to the beach, right? There's a reason athletes train on sand, right? Because it's unstable. It challenges them. Before they had the Bosu ball, right? The balance ball, they just had the sand, right? Sand and water. So it creates that unstable surface that challenges them, challenges their muscles. Yeah, when I was going down shooting the monk seal for, 4 weeks or something, every day there was a group of athletes, some trainer and I think some UH athletes, every day training on the sand, every morning they were out there. Okay? All right, so relax, we'll finish there. We'll finish the warm up there. I'm just trying to wrap up the year and emphasize different things instead of just running through everything. All right, so extend, then walk back. Right, comfortable. Hands up, thinking way in the sky. And deep in the body. Do one more time. Sun in the chest, smiling from the heart, smiling into the heart, smiling out from the heart. Top of the head suspended from above, the legs sinking into the earth, the mind aware of the front of the 4 major joints, the small of the back, the Mingmen, and the Tian. Relax all the facial muscles. Open the throat, so the lower belly is expanding and falling naturally. Okay, looking straight ahead at the mountain. Take a deep breath, let it all out. Take a second deep breath, let it all out. Take a third deep breath, let it all out. Breathe normally and begin commencement. So slowly picking up the ball of Qi as you breathe in. Holding the frame of Peng, the front of the shoulders, the front of the hips. Bring the Qi to your heart. Commencement. Number 2, roll the ball out and down into your body. Imagine it rising up, waking up all your organs. Slight expansion and then return back to your heart. Open and close. First 3 movements. Number 4, single whip. Turn to your right and press and open, and right here, right, height of your face, palms height of your face. And keep on turning, dropping your right hand. Wan Sau. So during the whole Wan Sau, train your palms to be right in front of your face, second finger, second line, eye level. Yeah, higher than what we used to do before. So that every time you turn, you're looking at one palm. You're looking at the back of a palm. One more time. Just turn your body 45 degrees. Come back to center. A small little turn to your left as you spiral back. Right? Heart and lung Qigong. And then repeating on the left side. So turn and press. And then open. And palms height of your face. Dropping your left hand as you flow right into Wan Sau, cloud hands. Just look at your palm. And still imagine you're looking at the mountain. So you either look at the palm or look past the palm. Come back to center, turn a little bit to the right as you spiral back, heart and lung Qigong. Brushing the knee, right side first, and turn to your right and slide the right hand up. Breathing in, then fingertips and out. Lift the sternum. Turn the palm. Keep on turning. Turn left. Right hand rises. I'm sorry, turn left, cradle the ball. Parry right. Okay, make sure you're washing through the forearm. Parry left. Swivel at the elbow. Cover. Flip the left hand over. Wrist upon wrist. Yeah, so wrist make a plus sign. Right, so your left hand is going to go across the body. Your right hand is going to come straight out if your body is turned. Breathe in and start to grab. Exhale, squeeze the fist while you turn and let the right fist come straight forward, and then release everything. Wrist on wrist, and then open. Drop your shoulders, drop your elbows, drawing, gathering, collecting, compressing. Then lift the sternum. Double palms pressing the mountain, pushing the mountain. Come back to the heart. Every time you come back to the heart, remember about the Sun Qigong. Okay, then on the left side, turn and slide the left hand up, brushing the knee. Exhale, tap with the fingertips, then heel of palm, and lift the sternum. And keep on turning while the palms drop and turn center, right in front. Okay, and then turn to the left. And then this is Pipa. Imagine like you're holding an instrument. This is the body, right? This is the neck of the instrument. And then scoop your left hand under. You hold the ball. And then swivel. Left. And then right. Yeah. Washing through the forearms. Right palm flips over and covers. Just flip over. Yeah. Goes right under the wrist. Make a plus sign. Breathe in and grab. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Breathe in and grab. And exhale and push the left fist straight out like you're punching. And then release. Okay, right in the center. Wrist on wrist. And then rolling back. And then gather. And compress. And lift the sternum, double palms pushing the mountain. And relax the wrist as you draw it back to the heart. Right? Smiling from inside. And then right side repeat. Breathe in. Drop the palm. Repeat brush knee. But from here, leisurely tying the coat. So turn. The left hand circles up. Right? The right hand has to get out of the way. So this is height of face. Right? And turn towards the face. Drop the elbows in. So right in front of the face. Yeah, right in front of your face. Okay, wipe down. The right fingertip connects to the wrist and the left palm just circles up. Drop the shoulders and wrist and come close to the body and lift under the chin. Tuck the elbows in and then push the palm out. Then circle. Turn the palm back. Drop the shoulder and elbow. Turn back to the front. Right? Swivel the palm to the front. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Drop the shoulder, drop the elbow. Okay. And then release. Hold the ball. And then repeat on the left side. Brush knee first. Breathe in and out. Okay, leisurely tying the coat. So turn. Right palm circles up. Okay, turn the palms to the center. Both palms right in the front. Tuck the elbow in. Wipe down. The left fingertip starts to connect. The right palm circles up. Lift under the chin and straight out. Just with the tip of the middle finger. And then just the tip of the middle finger circles. The whole body follows. Swivel to the front, nice and low. and then release. Yeah. Okay, where are we? Fist under elbow. So turn to your right and then open, but start dropping your right hand and then turn your waist and then turn back to center. Bottom hand holds a fist and then keep on turning to your fist under elbow. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, turn your body. So fist pushes straight out. And a short punch to the belly button. And then open and release. And then it folds up. And then keep on turning towards your right. The left hand falls. And brushing the left knee. Lift the sternum. Turn the palms. Keep on turning to your left. Repulse monkey. And brush the knee. Keep on turning to your right. Breathe in and then brush the knee. Leisurely tying the coat, so turn. The left hand's going to circle up. Turn the palms to the face. Wipe down. Relax and lift. Right under the chin, yeah? You're going to lift right underneath. And then push out. And spiral. Drop. And come out. And release. And we finish up on the left side. So turn and open. Drop the left hand. Turn the waist. The bottom hand holds a fist. Turn back. And the fist faces up. And then bring the right elbow over the fist. Fist under elbow. Breathe in. And when you exhale, turn your waist and push the left fist forward. There you go. Open. Up, and the right hand falls and washes down the forearm. That's repulse monkey, and then brush knee, and then keep on turning, and then brush knee, and then keep on turning, and brush knee. Leisurely tying the coat, fold. Right hand circles up, palms face the front, elbows tuck in, wiping down, fingertips connect, lift, spiral, double palm, and heart and lung Qigong. Okay, turn and push. Hold that posture while bringing the arms down. Right, let all the tension go. Take a deep breath. You sink into one hip. Doesn't matter left or right. So one leg releases, so you can bring it back and sink into that hip. Take a breath and then relax. Those last part, hard to show corrections without showing application. You see the application in your mind, it's like, oh, that's what it's doing. Yeah, that's what it's doing. So the palm in front of your face, if you stand up. So everybody just stand up for and you can shake your legs out, right? You put your palm right in front of your face. Just pick up your hand, put your palm right in front of your face, right? So you put your hand down, put your palm in front of the face. Yeah, this way. Yeah. Get my hand out. Yeah, right in front, right? It takes my hand away from there, yeah? So same thing with the other hand. Yeah, but right in front. If you're over here, nothing, right? But if you put it in front of your face, it moves mine out of the way. And then keep this down, and then turn your waist 45 degrees, that way. But bring your hand with you.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's still the same place, yeah? Yeah, then it gets me out. So, if you look at it as a block, then it makes sense. Oh, it has to be in front of your face. Because if I'm going to catch your face, but your hand goes in. If your hand goes in front of your face, right, my hand cannot be there. Right? So if I go here, then that hand comes up, in front of your face, and you turn your waist a little, other way. Yeah, and you look at me, right? But you keep this in front of your face. Yeah. Then it, yeah.
Let's practice.
So you want to, yeah. So whichever way you want to move me out, yeah, out there. So if this side you want to move me out, yeah, yeah. You keep it. It feels high, but it's not really not high. Yeah, it's really not high. Yeah. So you want to take my hand, right? If I want to reach straight for you, you want to replace my hand with yours.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
go this way.
So yeah, but you want to block me out. Yeah. So if you reach for me, right? Yeah, I'm gonna turn. Right? It's like, oh, you're strong, so I have to start using my posture. And this is not strong enough. Right?
So what am I doing? Just.
Okay. And if I project from here, and then so I anchor everything down, right? So you pick that hand up to my face. Yeah. And I keep it right in front. Yeah. So basically, it's almost a game, yeah. So when I reach for your face, you blocking, and you reach for my face. Yeah. But so you're gonna come here. Oh, relax, relax. Remember, we want to keep this frame here, right? And then you reach for my face, right? Center my face, and then, yeah, I cannot do it, yeah? Yeah. So, we're not teaching self-defense, but I'm just trying to create a little imagery, like, oh, that's why your hand is there, right? So you're removing my hand, right? So I come here, you're removing my hand, replacing it with yours. Yeah, your hand is in front of the face from there. Yeah. So just that imagery, like, oh yeah, protect your own face. But it's funny, because to protect your own face, what you're doing is you're doing this to the other person. Yeah. Right? You're doing that to the other person. So the result is the same, but you have to think like, oh, if they're going to irritate me, let me irritate them, right? Kind of thing from there. Okay, so from the standing, we'll just end in class, just with a little walking. And focusing into that hip joint. So not too wide, but at least width of shoulder, just so you have a bigger movement. So you stand and then sink, and then imagine both feet pressing into the earth, and upper body is relaxed. In fact, just kind of hold your arms like this, so you still have that roundness. And relax the hips, but imagine your legs heavy, heavy, heavy. And then press the toes down. Okay? And then shift to one leg. So press one leg into the earth. Right? Just feel it pressing. And then, so this muscle works. And then sink into here until you're sinking all the way until the other leg starts to release. And so if you sink all the way into here, right, it's inside of that joint. If you're activating that 100%, then this side is 0. So when this side is 0, it just releases. And to pick it off the ground, you have to hold that, hold. Now you can transfer. So come back and then press the other leg into the earth. Press, and then start sinking into that hip joint. And you might have to bend a little bit and just sink into there until you feel this side release, and then pick it up. And you have to hold that. So you notice I don't rise, right? To rise, that means I let go of this. So I just have to commit, just holding that, just sinking that there. And then shift, right? Press first, you can feel it much more physical, and then into the joint. And just holding that, just commit to that. So it's changing the thinking a little bit. Right? Right? In other words, normally if you're going to teach somebody to walk, right, you're going to say, pick up your leg, right, and bring it forward. In other words, you're not paying any attention to the leg that has to support it all, right? Our thinking is, if I want to step up with the right leg, okay, stand on your left leg. Doesn't matter if you're stable or unstable, right? Stand on your left leg, pick up your right leg and bring it forward. Oh, good. Now pick up your left leg. So I step forward, pick up your left leg. I can't pick it up. How do I pick it up? Well, you got to shift your weight here. Oh, okay, but it's unstable, right? So what I'm saying is, you have to change that. It's real subtle when you think about it. Right? So to pick up your right leg, don't think of picking up the right leg, think of anchoring the left leg. Hold that anchor and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, it's free, right? But you gotta hold that anchor. Right? You gotta hold that anchor there. Now you can shift. So it's not pick up the leg to walk. It's sink into the leg that's not going, right? So it's a small little shift of thinking, but really important. Yeah? So you can practice the side to side, or you can practice walking. And basically, if you're anchoring into here, right, you can walk anywhere. Right? So just doing this is a little physical therapy exercise. Right? Tapping, but holding this. Right? So the whole time I'm here, I have to sink. If I'm pressing, that's one thing, but this doesn't float. But as soon as I fold, right, and I sink into here, then this floats. And as long as I'm holding and pressing into here, this leg is really light. Right? Because I've just committed into, right, the ligaments and tendons into here. So put your hand into one side and just press right into that joint and hold that. Yeah, just hold that until that leg releases. And the whole time you're moving that leg around, you have to hold that, right? And then when you shift, right, you shift to the other side and press into there. Yeah, press into that joint. Yeah. So right where it folds, you have to press inside of that fold. Right? So right in that fold, you have to press inside. Yeah. So, yeah. So just try a little bit, right? So you have to find that fold. So you have to turn, yeah. And right where that fold, right where the pelvic fold is, yeah. And then it's right on the inside. And just sink and press into that muscle. Like just activate that muscle. So you have to try and hold it the whole time. So the first part is just finding where, like, oh, it just releases. Yeah. So take a smaller step. Yeah, keep yours close together so that you can try and hold it longer, so it doesn't fall. Yeah. And it's just small. Yeah. Don't start off with the big movement because it's not allowing you to do it. So you have to find it for yourself, yeah, wherever that is. Okay. So, you could, right, walk the length. You could just stay in the same place. You're going to get the same effect. Yeah. From there. But just experiment that. Yeah, if the wide stance is too much, right? If I'm here and you're doing this, it's too wide. So you want to get it where you can control that lift coming up. Yeah. And just take your time. Right? You just take your time because this is one thing, but right, if you got other things you're working through, if it's too big, it's going to negate or it's going to aggravate other things. Yeah. But if you keep it small and you're just practicing lifting and holding it, in a controlled manner, then it might help to actually rehabilitate some of those other issues. Yeah. I spent a lot of time in PT this year. Yeah, it's not magic, yeah. There's a lot of issues going on. All right, let's have a seat and then we'll finish up with the bell. It's funny, I think I'm using more hand sanitizer now than the first 2 years of the pandemic. Just in this last 2 weeks, trying to keep everybody else from getting my germs. All right, bring your hands up and down. Yeah, extend the legs, extend the arms, let them rest on the lap. Lightly close the eyes, visualize that mountain in front of you. A beautiful mountain, no obstructions. Any distractions, acknowledge it, and then bring yourself back to your meditation. Okay, slowly open your eyes. All right, shake everything out. So we have one more Tai Chi class for this year, and then you guys will have parties on the next 2 Thursdays or something like that. Okay, warm up your eyes. Yeah, comb your scalp, just the fingertips. Let me take this off. Yeah, unroll your ears. Pull down. Yeah, use your fingertips, massage. Just the fingertips, and when you do these massages, right, keep your shoulders down, your elbows down. Right. And then you work all along here, so in small circles, you can do this for yourself. Right. You're just pressing and then move. And with your fingertips, you can feel the contour of your head, right? You can feel where the lines are. You can feel where the tension is. Yeah. And then basically you're working your way back. If you,
That could have dementia.
I don't know. Hey, you know, well, we'll talk about that later. But to relieve the stress, yeah, you're going from the center, working your way back. So even if it's the tapping, or if it's just this type of massage, or it's the circle, or the lines, you're pulling back. And then right over here, the forehead, right? 1, and then massage the temples and back, over the ears, and then center 2, right? And then 3, right above the eyebrows. Those 3 just really help. So if you know the children, right? Sometimes, right? You're trying to get them to fall asleep, or they're tired, and then you scratch the head, right? You don't go from back to front, right? You go from front to back. Yeah? So that way, so same thing for yourself. Right? You're pulling backwards, and throwing it away from there. All right, top of the shoulder, right? Outside. The 2 sides. And breathe in and out. Palms together. Okay, right hand, left hand. Your right hand, your left hand. Okay.